The Break of Grace, Jessa Duggar and Ben's Journey Through Divorce. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Once upon a time, they were the picture-perfect couple of the Duggar family, Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald. Their love story began in a whirlwind of courtship methods, public proclamations of faith, and the adoration of thousands of fans. Jessa, one of the many daughters of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, known for their reality TV fame and traditional values, captured hearts with her vivacious personality and strong convictions. Ben, the charismatic young man who captured her heart, seemed to be an ideal match. However, just as they had once celebrated their storybook romance, they would soon face a different chapter in their lives, one that would lead them through the emotional turmoil of divorce. Jessa and Ben met at a church gathering. The sparks between them were immediate, and their courtship quickly became the subject of much public interest. They engaged in a series of chaperoned outings, which only heightened the drama and excitement for their fans. Jessa's parents emphasized their belief in courtship as a better alternative to dating, leading to a relationship that was both deeply rooted in faith and filled with the dreamy ideals of young love. The couple got engaged in 2013, which was broadcasted in a special episode of 19 Kids and Counting. Their wedding in November of that same year was a spectacle, drawing in viewers from across the nation. Jessa looked radiant in her lace gown, while Ben appeared every bit the dashing groom. The way they exchanged vows echoed a promise not just to each other but to their families, the media, and a community that had invested heavily in their romance. Their story unfolded on television as they welcomed their first child in 2015, followed by another son in 2017. As new parents, they often shared snippets of their lives on social media. Milestones in their children's lives, snapshots of their happy family gatherings, and expressions of their deep faith. However, while they portrayed an image of happiness, behind the scenes, the pressures of public life and the expectations set by their family's fame began to take a toll. The Duggar family is surrounded by strict principles and doctrines, and maintaining a perfect facade became increasingly challenging. As the years progressed, the strain between Jessa and Ben started to become evident. Subtle hints on social media and in interviews suggested that things were not as idyllic as they seemed. Friends and fans began to notice changes in their dynamic, often speculating over silent treatments on social media or lack of public appearances together. Rumors swirled, but the couple maintained their silence, hoping to resolve their issues privately. Yet, in a world of social media and constant scrutiny, privacy was hard to come by. Then came the day that shook entertainment and family fans alike. The much-anticipated announcement: Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald were getting a divorce. Using a carefully crafted Instagram post, Jessa expressed their mutual decision in a heart-wrenching message. She described it as a painful yet necessary choice, noting their deep love and respect for one another despite the differences that had grown over the years. This heartfelt declaration was met with an outpouring of support, confusion, and shock. In the post, Jessa reflected on the dreams they had shared and the family they had built together. Yet, amidst the emotional turbulence, she emphasized the importance of co-parenting their children and working together for their well-being. The announcement was raw and honest, touching the lives of many who followed the Duggar family's journey closely. As expected, fans and followers reacted in various ways. Some expressed solidarity, understanding that sometimes love isn't enough for a relationship to flourish. Others speculated on the details behind the divorce, wanting to uncover the reasons that led to the public split. The Duggar family had always maintained a strong front, and now, the cracks had shown that even families founded on faith and traditional values weren't immune to the complexities of modern relationships. Jessa's siblings rallied around her, offering support during this trying time. The Duggar family, known for their close-knit relations, provided a sense of community for Jessa as she navigated through these uncharted waters. They publicly expressed their love and commitment to her well-being, showing that while the road ahead was uncertain, she wouldn't have to face it alone. Ben, on the other hand, also released a statement that echoed similar sentiments. His reflections highlighted the lessons learned throughout their relationship and the hope for continued friendship as they embrace their roles as co-parents. The maturity showcased in their public statements garnered respect from many, as it indicated their desire to rise above personal grievances for the sake of their children. The couple's decision to focus on co-parenting was vital, especially with young children involved. They recognized that their responsibilities as parents transcended their romantic relationship. The focus shifted toward raising their sons in a nurturing environment, ensuring that their love endured, even if their marriage did not. However, co-parenting would present its own challenges. In the months that followed, social media became a platform for Jessa to share her journey of healing. She posted about her newfound freedom, discussing the importance of self-love and rediscovering her identity outside of her marriage. Jessa connected with other single mothers online, sharing tips on parenting, self-care, and the power of community. Her journey resonated with many, inspiring countless women who found themselves in similar situations. Ben, too, took to online forums and groups to share his experiences, emphasizing the importance of mental health and emotional well-being post-divorce. He encouraged those who followed him to embrace their feelings, seek help when needed, and focus on personal growth. The couple, still intertwined in their familial roles, demonstrated a public commitment to maintaining respect and friendship, working together despite their differences. As months turned into a year, both Jessa and Ben adjusted to their new realities. They began to navigate parenting separately, splitting holidays, birthday festivities, and day-to-day responsibilities. The shift was undoubtedly difficult, but both remained committed to prioritizing their children's happiness. Their individual healing journeys paved the way for a healthier dynamic as co-parents. Social media followers watched with bated breath, observing how the couple managed the logistics of being divorced, yet seemingly united in parenting. They shared occasional photos of family gatherings, holidays with the kids, and short videos that showcased their cooperative efforts for their sons. Many praised their commitment to keep the children's best interests at heart, recognizing that they were both learning as they went along. Through their journeys, Jessa and Ben not only highlighted their individual paths toward healing, but also the beauty of resilience. They were living testimonies to the notion that love could exist in many forms, even in the absence of a traditional marriage. As time went on, both Jessa and Ben began to redefine their lives post-divorce. Each found new passions and pursuits, diving deep into hobbies that reflected their individual interests. Jessa, always passionate about cooking and crafting, began dedicating more time to those pursuits, sharing her creations on social media. Meanwhile, Ben noticed a renewed interest in different cultural experiences, exploring travel and broadening his horizons. This new chapter also allowed them to reconnect with friends and family members in more profound ways, solidifying their identities outside of the public eye of being the Duggars. Jessa and Ben began to embrace who they were as individuals, no longer overshadowed by the expectations of their marriage. They learned to cherish the good memories while acknowledging lessons learned. In conclusion, the divorce of Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald was a significant chapter in the saga of the Duggar family. It served as a reminder that even in seemingly perfect lives, challenges can arise that lead to heart-wrenching decisions. However, through their journey, Jessa and Ben demonstrated that love can transcend romantic relationships, cultivating respect, cooperation, and community. Divorce, while painful, can also be a pathway to growth, self-discovery, and resilience. Jessa and Ben's story is a testament to the strength found in vulnerability and the profound beauty of redefined love, even when faced with separation. Their journey became not only a narrative of loss, but also one of hope, inspiring many who witnessed the highs and lows of their life together and apart. It reminds us all that love exists in many forms, and that the end of one story can lead to the start of another, filled with possibilities waiting to unfold.